Over the last 12 months, I've really gone down the rabbit trail on a concept known as myogenesis. This all came about for me when I was playing around with slow-release oxytocin. And when I used it consistently, I had a very strong muscle growth spurt that lasted for 3 weeks. And it was so shocking. It was just like the old days when I used to do a full PED cycle, at least as good as that. So I had to look into it more, and thanks to some very helpful and very intelligent viewers that pointed me in the right direction, I was able to learn about what myogenesis is, what causes it, whether it's substances, mechanical induction, all the different, delved into it, and I found some natural substances that may kick off the myogenesis process. This is not stuff that's being widely talked about in the bodybuilding world. I don't know why. So what I'm going to attempt to do this time around is only use natural substances, albeit in an unnatural way, because I'll be injecting a lot of them, but only use natural substances and see if we can't get PED cycle-like results from taking an extreme natural approach. The only thing that won't be natural is my TRT. That's a standard across the board. That hasn't changed. So I will be continuing to do that. Now, the way that I'm going to do this is 2 weeks of keto, which I have done now, and 12 days of fasting, which I'm in the middle of now. I'm on day 6. And then after that, 7 to 10 days of recovery, which is the deep quiescent phase. And then after that, a growth push with injectable lemon myrtle, injectable epicatechin, vitamin D3, injectable genistein, ecdysterone, etc., etc. So all these natural substances being taken in a very unnatural way, let's be honest, to test their ultimate potential. So in other words, if these things can do anything, this is the pathway that they work in. We know that ecdysterone, turkesterone, etc. does not work along the AR receptor, the androgen receptor. It does work along the estrogen receptor and along that IGF-1 pathway. So let's find out if it's actually strong enough to kick off real muscle growth. But I have video and pictures of the first day of the fast. We're going to get video and pictures of the last day of the fast. And then we're going to get video and pictures of after the blast phase, where we do about 3 weeks of blasting the natural supplements in an unnatural way. So this is the extreme technique. So my overall layout for this experiment is 2 weeks of keto, which I have done, 12 days of fasting, which I'm in the middle of, 7 to 10 days of recovery, which is a deep quiescent phase, and then a 3-week blast. And what I'll be doing during this period is, during the keto, I used my quick cuts, which has a strong berberine to get the extra glycogen out of my system and to help me get fat adapted. You want to be fat adapted. You want to be in ketosis before you go into a fast. During the fast, I'm using NAD+ and a little bit of my berberine and my regular quick cuts ecdysterone. And I'm using ketone bodies occasionally along with NAD+ and trimethylglycine. The recovery phase will just be ketone bodies, NAD+, and my usual ecdysterone mix. And then after the recovery phase is the blast phase. That's when I'll be injecting lemon myrtle, epicatechin, taking vitamin D3, injecting strong plant sterone mix that, Plant Sterols Plus that I have on the site there. You shouldn't inject it, but I'm going to. Genistein is in there, DHEA is in there. So a lot of natural substances injected to see if we can get the full benefit from them. So the question is can they actually do this? This is what we're going to find out. The experiment that I'm doing tonight is to make lemon myrtle injectable. How difficult is it? Can it be done? Head over to my free Patreon to see that video. Link is in the description. It's just a little too hot for YouTube, so we'll check you out over there.